I'm doing good. How y'all doing? Good.
How good has it been for you just to play as much as you have the last 2 weeks and just kind of get in the flow of things?
It's been pretty good. I think throughout training camp, I had a couple weeks where I wasn't able to practice and things like that. So I know going into Detroit, like obviously in my Sam linebacker role, play about 25 to 30% of the snaps. So when Dre went down, it definitely was like had to catch my wind a little bit. But getting that next week of practice, playing that position at will the whole time, I felt more comfortable in the second week. But
When you got injured in training camp, it looked horrible at the time. Did you know that it wasn't as serious as it looked?
oh no, I had no clue. Honestly, like I obviously tore my ACL before back in college, going in my senior year. So initially, I was just scared because I kind of felt some of the same things. So like, obviously, it's like traumatizing. I just instantly was like freaking out. And then I kind of calmed down, and they were doing the tests and stuff, and everything looked good. So it was hurting for sure, but I'm just grateful that we dodged a big bullet.
Was that an MCL?
No, it was just a bone bruise, and yeah, I think I can't even remember what it was. I sprained something. It might have been my MCL. I couldn't even remember honestly.
D'Amico preaches playing fast. How do you sort of balance playing fast and also, being patient and sticking to your assignments?
Yeah, honestly, I think like when I was a rookie, I definitely took that like so literal, and literally like it was like a little cannon. I remember every time I see the ball, I just kind of be out of control in a sense. So it's just really talked to Trent Williams about it last year. I remember he always talked about like controlled emotion, controlled aggression. So you kind of just bottle it all up, executing your plays, like breaking everything down in your mind, so that when the actual play happens and you see the play happen, whatever, and you're going to make the play, that's where you kind of let all the like the speed and the aggression and everything that you have inside you kind of run free. So just finding that balance throughout the years, I think is what really has helped me just be better.
Kind of challenge, what kind of back is Aaron Jones facing this week?
Oh man, he's a great back. I think he's real versatile. Actually, he played in Conference USA at UTEP. I played him for 2 years, my freshman year and my sophomore year. So I knew he was a good running back then. So I got the most respect for him, especially coming out of Conference USA. Always good to see guys in that conference do well. So I think he's only gotten better, obviously, since then. And he's not even a big guy at all. He's like 200 pounds. But the way he brings it like some of the backs that's 230. So you definitely gotta be on your keys. He's a threat in the receiving game as well. So I think he's just all around good player.
How did you do in those college matchups?
I did pretty well.
Last year in both, or 2 years ago against Green Bay in both matchups, the pass rush was doing so well that Rodgers was throwing a lot of quick passes. How much strain does that put on linebackers to have to fly sideline to sideline against those kind of screens?
I definitely think it puts a big strain on linebackers, maybe for a lot of other teams. But I think for our group, like that's literally what we preach is running and hitting. So it definitely, every now and then you get caught up in things, but as long as we focus on what we do, which is running, hitting, tracking the ball, we'll be able to knock it out pretty well. But it definitely is a challenge in itself.
All right, guys. Thanks, Azeez.
Y'all take care.